So, question. Can you add and subtract everything on that screen? Can everything on that screen be added and subtracted? No, okay? You can't add and subtract everything together. You have to talk about like terms. So, let's talk about that. Let's start with 7y. What up there is a like term with 7y? 4y. Why? Why are these like terms? They both have a y. Okay, good. What is a like term with 8xy? Why are those like terms? They both have an x and a y beside them. Okay? What is like terms with the 4? Nothing. Does the 4 have a variable beside it? No. So the only way for it to have a like term is if you have something else without a variable, which you don't. Okay? All right. What about 5x? Who's it in love with? 3x, because they both have a x. Okay? And then 9x squared goes with 2x squared. Okay? So x to the second does not match x. Those are different. X to the second matches x to the second. They have to have exactly the same variable and exponent. Okay? Any questions about that? Okay. All right, this first problem, you need to write down 2x plus 5x. Write it down. Okay, so guys, I know that you're new to this class. 2x plus 5x. These are like terms because they both have an x. So since they're like terms, I'm allowed to add them. 2 plus 5 is what? Anybody? 7. And then you have to put an x with it. This one has an x, and this one has an x, so that one has an x. So 7x. Okay? Write down number 2, please. 3a squared b minus 7a squared b. Andrew, are those like terms, the 3a squared b and the 7a squared b? Yes, so I can put them together. Neve, what is 3 minus 7? Good. So those of you who have trouble with negatives and positives, you would do your chart. Positive 3, negative 7, move it, lose it. And that's where the negative 4 came from. Okay? Gavin, what do I need to write beside of the negative 4? What do I write beside of the negative 4? All right. See how this one had a squared and b, and this one had a squared and b? So this needs to have a squared b beside of it. All right. Write down number 3, please. 2x to the third minus 4x squared plus 7x squared. All right, Louis, what goes with 2x to the third? Do any of those other things go with it? No. So guys, if it doesn't have anything to go with it, you drop it down. 2x to the third. This one's to the third power, and these are to the second. So you can't put them all together. That one drops down. Okay? Sarah, can I put negative 4x squared and 7x squared together? What does that give you? All right, this is what kind of 4? Uh-huh. Positive 3. And what goes beside of it? Again, you can do your chart to double check yourself. Negative 4, positive 7, move it, lose it. Sorry, move the 4, gives you 3. Okay? Number 4, write it down, please. 5x plus 8. Minus 3x minus 10 minus 9x. All right, Julius, what goes with 5x? Anything else? So, Julius, what is 5 minus 3? And what's 2 minus 9? Very good. and I have to put an x beside it. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and cross those out so I don't get confused. James, what can I do with the 8? Which gives you what? Remember, -2 and -2 are the same thing. -2 and -2 are the same thing. All right, does anybody have a question on the first 4? All right, number 5. 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 plus x squared plus 4x minus 6. All right, what's in the middle of these two parentheses? Addition. So it's asking you to add them. It's asking you to add them because there's a plus sign in the middle. Okay, there's a plus sign in the middle. Now, one thing you can think about if it helps you to understand it, what number could I put right here? Anybody know what I could put right here? A 1. But what's 1 times x squared? Just x squared. What's 1 times 4? Just 4. What's 1 times -6? -6. So the 1 doesn't change anything. So that's just extra work. So I wouldn't worry about that. Okay? All right. Levi, what do you think I can put with the 5x squared? What do you think I can add with it? What do you think that gives you? Very good. 6x squared. When you are adding, which is what we're doing today, when you're adding, you absolutely do not disturb the exponents. What does it mean to not disturb something? Don't touch it. So this has an x to the second, and this has an x to the second, so you leave it x to the second. We don't add the little numbers. You absolutely do not disturb the exponents, okay? James, what do I put with -3x? What does that give you? You can put 1x, or you can just put an x. And Julius, what else do I do last on this problem? Which gives you what? Close. +1 and -6 when you add them. Let's do a chart. Let's do a chart. +1, -6. What do I do next on my chart? Move the 1, move it, lose it. -5. Is that what you said? You said -7. All right. Write it down, please. Number 6. Write down number 6, please. Andrew, what does it want you to do on this problem? Very good. Stephanie, what goes with 3y squared? Which gives you what? Close. 3 plus 7. Good. 10y squared. Gavin, what goes with 5y? Very good. So what do you do with it? Very good. Drop it down. Okay. And Caitlin, what do I do last? Add them together gives you what? Very good. -15. Okay. Good job. Okay. Number 7. 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 minus x squared plus 4x minus 6. I know I'm asking you to write a lot today, and I really appreciate those of you who are working hard and doing your best. Thank you for writing this. I know it's a lot. It's a lot to write. Thank you. Okay, can anybody tell me what's different about this one than the ones we were doing? It's subtracting. It is subtracting. Here's what you have to be careful of. It's subtracting this whole thing. It's subtracting all of this. So what I want you to do is change the signs, and it'll help you get the right answer. Here's what I mean by this. Whenever you see a subtraction in parentheses, I want you to change it to a plus, but I also want you to change everything else. So for instance, was this x squared positive or negative to begin with? It was positive, and we're going to make it negative. So put a negative in there. 4x, was it positive or negative to begin with? Positive, so we're going to make it negative. And negative 6 becomes what? Positive. So when there's a minus in front of parentheses, you change every single sign to the right of it. Okay? So now it is an addition problem. So now it's addition. Okay? So, Allison, what do you think I do with 5x squared? What goes with it? Negative x squared. I'm going to put a 1 right here. I'm going to put a 1 in there. So, Allison, what is 5 minus 1? 4. 4x squared. So put your 1 in front. That will help you as well. Destiny, what am I putting with negative 3x? All right. What else has an x with it? So we put 5x squared and negative 1x squared together. So we're done with that. What else in this problem has an x with it? We got negative 3x and... And it changed to a negative because we had to change all our signs. So Destiny, what's negative 3 and negative 4 when you put them together? Let's do our chart. Negative 3, negative 4. What do you do when they're on the same side? Add or subtract? So it gives you 7. Positive 7 or negative 7? Negative 7x. All right, I'm going to cross those out. And then the last thing I have to do is the 1 and the 6, and it's positive now. What's 1 plus 6? Anybody? 7. Positive 7. Okay. All right. Anybody, what's the first thing I have to do when there's a minus between them? Make it a positive and change all the signs. So this becomes positive. The 3 becomes a negative. The 2 becomes a negative. And the 5 becomes a positive. You change every single sign. Change every single sign. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see in the back row, but what little number is right here? 3. It's x to the third. Are there any other ones that have x to the third? No, so I drop it down. 2x to the third gets dropped down. I'm going to mark it out so it doesn't confuse me. This one has an x to the second. Is there anything else that has x to the second? Yes, and it's negative now. So these two get put together. Anybody, what's negative 4 and negative 3 when you put them together? Negative 7. What do I have to write beside of that? X squared. Now I'm going to mark them out so that way I know I'm done with them. Oops, I just marked out the wrong one. And I did it again. Okay. I'm just going to go in the order that the test will go in, so I'm going to jump to this. Is there anything else that just has an x? No. So I drop it down, and it stays negative 2x. And then positive 7 goes with what? It's positive 5 now. It's positive 5. Positive 7 and positive 5 is positive 12. Okay? All right. Number 9. Take a minute and write that one. So I changed this. What else do I have to change? Very good, Louie. Rebecca, what do I do with 3y squared? Which gives me what? Okay, what kind of 7 is it now? So 3 and negative 7. Negative 4. So do your charts on those on the side of your paper. Do your charts. Zach, what do I do with 5y? Very good. And Natasha, what do I do with negative 6? What does it go with? Uh-huh. And it's positive 9, so what's negative 6 and positive 9 together? So let's do our chart, guys. Everybody needs to do these. So 6 is negative, 9 is positive. What do I do next, Natasha? Uh-huh. And do I add or subtract? Uh-huh. So you get positive 3. Okay. Any questions? All right. Last page. Last page. Number 10, 5, parentheses, 2x minus 9. All right, guys, is there a plus sign in front of the parentheses? Is there a minus sign? No, so you are multiplying. There's no plus or minus, and you have parentheses. That means you're multiplying. So 5 goes to both things. This is from middle school. 5 goes to both things. What's 5 times 2? 10. What do I have to put beside of it? X. You also have to do 5 times 9. It has to go to everything. 5 times negative 9. Anybody? Negative 45. Okay. All right, take a minute and write down number 11. All right, Neve, what do you think I do first on this problem? Very good. So what do I do with 3 and 4? Which gives you what? And what do I write beside of it? Uh-huh. Sarah, what else do I do with the 3? Which gives you what? Uh-huh. Anybody? Do I multiply 3 times 2? No. Is the 2 in parentheses? So you drop it down. It's not in parentheses, so it doesn't get distributed. Okay? I'm not done with this problem. This one actually has one more step. What can I put together? Those are like terms, so those can be put together. What's negative 21 and negative 2? Negative 23, and I'm going to drop down the 12x. Okay. All right, number 12, 5 minus 3x minus 5. All right, this one is tricky. It's a tricky problem, all right? People always miss this one on the test, and I don't want you to miss it, all right? I want you to get it right. Is the 5 directly in front of the parentheses? No, okay? So what I need to do, what do I do when there's a minus in front of parentheses? I change it. So this becomes a positive. What does the 3 become? And the 5 becomes a positive. Okay, you change your signs. Now, I'm adding. What does the 5 get added with? Remember, when you're adding, you can only add like terms when you're adding. So the 5 gets added to the 5. What is 5 plus 5? 10. Is there anything I can add with negative 3x? What do you think I do with it? Drop it down. Tricky. All right, so that's your answer. 10 minus 3x. Okay. All right, last one, 13. The problem is 15 minus 2, parentheses, 4 plus 3x plus 5. All right, anybody know what I'm going to do with the 15? Kaylin? No, that's what a lot of people do, though. It's not just you. A lot of people are thinking that. You bring it down. You bring it down. 15 drops down. 15 drops down. Do y'all remember from middle school that thing, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally? What did the P stand for? Parentheses. So you do the parentheses part first. So in this problem, I'm just dropping down the 15 because I don't want to do anything with it yet. Okay? What's negative 2? What do you think I do with negative 2? Good. What's negative 2 times 4? I also have to multiply negative 2 times 3. What's negative 2 times 3? And what do I put beside of it? X. Right, Caitlin, what do you think I do with the plus 5? Shh. Your name's not Caitlin. Drop it down. Drop it down because it's not part of the parentheses. So all we're doing in the first step is the parentheses. Right? All right, guys, is this my final answer? No, because I can still put stuff together. What's 15 minus 8? 7 plus 5? And there's one more thing that has to go in my answer. Minus 6x. Okay.